To wrap it up, the airport in Kigali has been expanded, modernized. It is now capable to handle substantially greater transit passenger numbers. And I think this is one of your key business objectives, of course. It's no longer just point to point. It's your transit traffic from West Africa to Eastern Africa to South Africa to Dubai, and when your wide bodies come beyond. Now, the government of Rwanda has spent some very serious money. When I look at the new airport here, and I call it a new airport because it is literally a new airport, and yet you are still looking at building a brand new one 20 kilometers outside of the city. Will that be your new hub? Will you remain here when the new airport is ready? Where do you see your future? Will you operate in both airports? My readers are very keen to learn about that because they keep asking questions about Busgera and saying, you know, what is happening? You've written about it, and you know there has been no news. Where do we stand there?
Look, first and foremost, the upgrade in this airport, which has completely made it really new, because there's virtually nothing left of what used to be.
Yes.
Has really made our lives very easy. I mean, the feel and look, you just say, is impressive. The facilities, the space, the name it, it's all very impressive. Having said that, we are building Kigali as a hub. If you look at our numbers today, close to 40% of our traffic that we carry is transit traffic. So what we used to have a few months ago in Kigali was catastrophic. It was a nightmare. I mean, it was congested, it was uncomfortable, it was difficult to operate.
Now it's probably the best airport in the region.
Yes, we're very happy with the smooth flow of traffic from end to end, and everything is looking good. But going specifically to the question you asked about the new Kigali International Airport, you know very well, my friend, that it takes 5 to 6, sometimes to 7,
8 or 10 years even,
to put up a brand new airport. So this is going to be a greenfield project. They have to cut hills, they have to cut mountains, they have to cut ground and work. So when I look at where this upgraded airport can take us, within 5 years from now, it will definitely be congested again. I mean, the total hold on the airport in terms of customers would probably be in excess of 2-3 million passengers a year. And today, that's about the capacity that we have here. So 5 years down the road, we'll definitely need a much bigger airport that has capacity that can carry up to 5 million passengers. So in terms of our growth plans, it all fits in very well. And definitely Bugesera would be the new home for RwandAir, there's no doubt. I mean, by the sheer size of the new airport, by the modernity, then that's where RwandAir will have to base itself. In terms of what this one will still do, I can tell you there can be a lot of other uses. I mean, today Rwanda still combines general aviation with commercial aviation. Probably this will handle
could be de-linked
to general aviation, and then ad hocs, or probably even some sub-regional hubs could be handled out of Kigali since it is so close to the capital city. But again, that will come with the planners of the airport infrastructure.
In closing, my last question. What and whom do you attribute the overwhelming success of RwandAir to?
Thank you very much. That's a nice question, and let me tell you with all sincerity that I mean, this has been a dream conceived and driven by our head of state, President Paul Kagame. He's been in the center of all this. He he has always made it clear to whoever the planners are that our country will succeed and attain our vision by making Rwanda a service-oriented, service hub, IT hub, and all that will only happen.
Tourism?
Tourism, yes. All that will only happen if we are able to put in place a robust, effective and efficient airline that opens up the country. So it is his vision that has been translated in what you're seeing today. So we attribute all this to him.
You have a lot of very young staff, and they're extremely enthusiastic, and they appear entirely dedicated. How about your staff making all of this happen too?
That's the spirit of Rwanda. Today, Rwanda is very youthful. Of course, again, that comes from the top. Rwanda is very ambitious, and Rwandans have learned to take on bigger than one would have expected them to stick to. And that has helped us to be who we are. As you saw, I'm probably one of the oldest. Everybody else is young and fired up. So it's always nice and encouraging to work with a team of youthful, never tiring group of people. So they've done us pride that we are talking about. And we're proud to always, today actually we'll be having
a staff party.
A staff party to celebrate our
to thank them.
But also to celebrate our recent accomplishment, which is the ISO certification. So it's a big one. So people will be dancing and having time to feel good.
Well, thank you. We've been talking to the CEO of RwandAir, Mr. John Mirenge, and I wish you personally the very best for your very ambitious plans for next year and the years after. And happy landings always to your crews and aircraft and to your passengers. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Dr. Alfaro.